next is Valdivieso and New York.
The title, Local Government, Critical Infrastructures and Adaptations, Evidence of Chile, authors Pablo Naudorfer. I present myself, Patricio Valdivieso. A model specification to explore if any and how both internal and external institutional dynamics, municipal organization, multi-level governance relations, shape local governance processes and outcomes in Chile during the period 2009-2016. We test hypotheses with regression models using longitudinal data from 345 Chilean municipalities over a 9-year period and analyzing the evidence with support of qualitative data. The results. Our results revealed that the observed heterogeneity in infrastructure investment decisions is associated with municipal organization in terms of robustness, operational roles, planning, managerial flexibility, and integration of the administrative processes and accountability. Municipal council accountability, departments accountability, and individuals participating in the world system, being the most quantitatively outstanding moderating factor. The implications of our research. The evidence leads us to deduce that efforts to support local government in the emergency policy domain of resilient critical infrastructures require special attention to the robustness of the municipal institutional arrangements alongside incentives that emerge from governance relationships. These tips: first, the literature review, analysis of relationships between explanans and explanandum, model specification and operationalization, and methodological design. We examine hypotheses with a panel data of 345 Chilean local governments and Tobit regression models. We analyze in depth the findings with qualitative evidence face-to-face survey with municipal officials of 98 representative cases and comparative analysis with 9 illustrative cases. The null hypothesis. The first null hypothesis is that municipal capacities in terms of financial and human resources expertise explain investments. It is always the key factor for investment maintenance. Do you see the causal linear relationships between capacities and local government? The alternative hypothesis 1 is that the relationship between capacities and investments depends on the interactions with municipal organization processes or external institutional dynamics, e.g. multi-level governance. You see here the moderating effects of institutional processes on the relationships, capacities, local government decisions. The null hypothesis 2, leaderships, e.g. motivations, attributes such as strategies, electoral, political, and institutional support, explain investment and or maintenance. The effect of mayoral leadership and or senior staff in its own right is documented by a large number of studies. You see here in the figure 3, leadership direct effects on local government decisions. The alternative hypothesis 2, internal or external institutional dynamics affect the direction and strength of the relationships between leadership and outcomes. And you see here moderating effects of institutional process on the relationships, leaderships, and local government decisions. The model specifications. The following equation shows that the output variable, investment or maintenance, is driven by XIT, capacity variables, XIT2, leadership variables, and XIT3, municipal organization or external institutional variables. Here we show in the figure 5 these model specifications. You see at the national and regional level, external institutional dynamics, moderating the effects of capacities and leadership, and you see the municipal organizations moderating the effects of capacities and leadership. Why Chile and why 2009-2016? A country with 46 municipalities that require investments. The local governments have mandates, budgetary autonomy, and staff under the leadership of electoral mayors and municipal councils. The period 2009-2016 is a time of transitions toward greater autonomy with the emerging policy domain for investments. However, there is a striking contrast in how local government progress. Here's the map of Chile in South America, in front of the Pacific Ocean. The methodological designs, the variables, we use investment and maintenance, the cost of projects, and local government decisions in relation to this. Independent variable capacities are financial resources, staff, personnel for environment, for civil protections, and professionalization of the staff and education of the mayor. Independent variable leadership attributes, proportion of mayoral winning votes in the elections, electoral support, municipal council representations, and if the mayor is in the same political coalition of the ruling party, and the continuity in office. And as for municipal organizations, we have an index of council autonomy regarding operational rules, study commissions and prerogatives, an index of municipal organizations regarding planning, coordinations, integrations, and the positions in national ranking of municipal transparency. As for multi-level governance, transfers from the national government, regional government, and between municipalities. We work with a lot of control variables to control the observed heterogeneity. Is explained in part by other variables. Here are the 98 municipalities where we applied the face-to-face survey in Chile, and here are the 9 illustrative cases for the comparative analysis. The results: we have moderating effects of municipal internal organizations using the Municipal Council Autonomy Index, and we have the table 2 with moderating effects of external municipal governance using national government transfers. I show you the figures. In these figures represent the results of the regressions. We have the direct effects, autonomous effects of capacities and leadership. And contrasting with this figure, these other figures show moderating effects of municipal organization variables. And third, we have another figure with moderating effects of external institutional variables. The size show how powerful is the effects. No? The most quantitatively, the most relevant effects have the moderating effects of municipal organization. Our conclusions: based on estimated models, we reject the null hypothesis 1 and 2 and favor the alternative hypothesis. There is no linear effects of variables, capacities, and attributes of leaders on local government decisions. Variables that represent leadership attributes, electoral, municipal, and political support, are quantitatively more important than municipal capacity variables. Municipal organization variables have the most robust moderating effects in some capacity and leadership variables, and as implication, where more investment in critical infrastructure is required, organizational robustness and accountability are essential ingredients to achieve progresses, making feasible that capacities and leadership motivation translate into decisions and results. Thank you so much for your attention.